Evidently, I am now live like I said I would be. And away we go. Let's see if I am aware of how live I am. Hi. Hello. It's just getting going. I said I'd be here. I think I'm doing this right on time, right? They're all starting to come in. Yeah. Hey, what's up? People moving in. Got my red hat with white fluff on it. I think people identify them as a different name. I think they call them Santa hats. I don't know that's entirely appropriate because I see so many people wearing them that aren't Santa. So that's cool. You're sad. Immediately we're starting off the stream with sadness. Just right away. Sad. Messing with lighting. Got this cool little light. I can just shine in my face. How strong that is. So I did have questions I was going to answer. Do a little Q and A. People asked me some questions. Good. Here we are. And yeah, I know. Does it look? Do I look really creepy? Is that the full? No, it's not. Wash myself out. Hey. Let's check out some of these questions. Let's have a little structure to this live stream that I was planning on doing. And someone asked about the shirt I wear, the red sweater that's all torn up with the holes in it. And I don't really remember when I made that. I made that years ago. I know it was for a show that was going to have a decent amount of audience. So I was like, oh, I want to look different. I don't want to have the same, like, this is just all black. So it's like I would wear that a lot. I thought, I can wear red. Like, red's fine. I like red. I'd never really worn red. And I just kind of was like, it'd be cool to have like this weird, like, half tattered thing on. I just kind of ripped it up and wore it. I think I started wearing that in 2014, 2015. I really don't know. I do have a couple of them just in case. I have a backup. So I wish I could remember the first show I did it at. So people don't always take pictures at my shows. So I tried to look back because everyone's really curious about it. I never thought that would be like this iconic thing and people would be very curious about it. I just kind of did it and kept wearing it sometimes and would dress differently, and that was just part of what I would wear. Oh, you guys have questions in chat? We can do that too. That's totally fine to have chat questions. Let's see what chat just asked. Are you taking questions now? Yes. Yes, chat. I will take questions from chat as well as the other sources that I got the questions from. So then we have, do you have a girlfriend? I am single. I think I will probably always be single, and I'm okay with that, I think. That's where a lot of my humor comes from. So, do I have a pet? Well, I had a pet, but it died. It's this Tamagotchi, and I put the tab back in it because I wasn't neglecting it. So it's in limbo right now, and I'm okay with that. I'm not ready. I will undo this once again and go back to taking my responsibilities of raising a Tamagotchi soon, I'm sure. But I had issues with them dying on me. So look at some of the other questions here. Did I spend any time with Accordion Hans? Hans, the big German superstar. I've never met Hans, never actually interacted with him. We were both backstage at Judge Cuts at the same time because they were filming my Judge Cuts and his Judge Cuts very close together. So I do remember seeing Hans backstage, as well as like the grinding grandma and grandpa. Vicky was back there, and I did end up talking to Human Fountains when we kind of all overlapped at that one point. But I never actually. Hans and I communicate on Twitter every now and then. Like we'll tweet back and forth at each other, but we've never actually met. Never met. We just shared a segment in the final episode where Hans and it's about the humble beginnings. I'm learning to play chord, and I was in that segment, which if you haven't seen it, you should check that out. It's kind of funny. Would I collab with another YouTuber? Possibly. Depends what the collaboration would be. I've seen so many amazing channels that I don't quite have what I want to do for my YouTube channel down yet. Like I'm not sure that this is what I'm going to continue to do. I have much larger ambitions for what I would hope to do with a YouTube channel that I haven't gotten off the ground. I think I will try to do more of what I want to do soon. Like I like going to cons. Like I'm a nerd, and I think I want to do that more. And there's a few coming up nearby. And then if I could start to really just like get on the road and do that, I think that'd be such a great thing for me. Is if I could get out across the country and I could perform, I could go to the cons, and that's really my world. And I think that would work really well. So we'll see how things go for this stuff, moving forward, and see if it works and all that. Would I date an 18-year-old? Yes. I don't. That's not a factor. I think way more about who they are as a person. Strong feeling I'll be single. Yeah, you'll probably be single forever too. No, we all feel that way sometimes. What kind of lipstick is this? I think it's Wet and Wild. I think I like it messy. I like to kiss things sometimes. So I like using the stuff that doesn't come off, but I like the stuff that's, sticky. I like when it's a little sticky. What am I doing for Christmas? I don't know yet. I might just do nothing. I might do this on Christmas. Who wants to hang out with me on Christmas? Do I like Avengers Infinity War? Yes, I liked it. I wish Loki didn't die in the way that he died. I don't mind that they killed the character, but I thought his death was really poorly done. That he just kind of goes for this one-man quick kill, and he's the god of mischief and master of illusions, and his just big trick is just stab for the throat and he's just dead. That took me out of the movie the first time I watched it. I was like, that was really stupid. Also, the first time I watched it, I had just been eliminated from Judge Cut, so I really was not in a very good mood. So it was really not a good time because I really like Loki, and then being cut from the show, like it was probably the worst time of my life at the moment. Maybe Loki's alive. Who knows? My favorite judge on AGT. Going into AGT, I really liked Howie. I've always been a big Howie fan. I remember watching an episode of the Adventures of Lois and Clark with Superman because Howie was on it. He was Mr. Mxyzptlk. And I remember, because I grew up a fan. That's not a lie. Like people say, you were just kissing his butt. I'm like, no, I legitimately watched Bobby's World. Big fan of voice actors. Gremlins. Seriously, Gremlins 2. I would watch that movie anytime it was on TV. Howie's the voice of Gizmo. I'm a big fan of Frank Welker, and just all the voice actors in that. Tony Randall, just the brain gremlin. Just everything about it. And so I really went into it really liking Howie, and Howie, loved me, which was great. But then I totally came out of it with new respect for Simon. Simon is very, very he gets comedy in a way that a lot of people probably don't think he would. He's very clever. He's very witty too. Do I have a favorite video game? I really like Final Fantasy X. Like Final Fantasy X, and then the Pokemon games are pretty fun. I like RPGs. So I like story. I like math, I guess. I don't mind doing math in games. I have a lot of things to catch up to in chat. I probably shouldn't have been doing so much with the other stuff. I did not meet Shenlim. No, Shenlim and I never overlapped. I know Bone Hampton, a comedian that I was on the same episode as me and Judge Cuts. He did get to meet Shenlim. All these people were on champions too, like all these like winner moving forward. I was not a champion, so let's see, what else do we have? You guys are asking. Hopefully I'm catching up to chat quickly. Keep it coming though. I will try to keep it coming and going. And some people don't even have questions. They just want to say stuff to me. Just thanks though. Like, hey, you're awesome and congrats, and just they're being really cool. That's cool. And people want to do that. I'm fine with that. How successful of a live chat has this been so far? Like, what would you guys say and gauge? Wasn't sure how long I was going to do this for. I feel like I'm about halfway through what I wanted to do. Do I like Motley Crue? I don't know who they are. Sorry. Asking about my family. I'm an orphan. I thought everyone knew that, but all right. Weird subject. How old am I? I actually don't know how old I am. Have a made-up age and gave me an assigned birthday. So estimates of how old I am. It's a rock band from the 80s. Which 80s? Like 1880s, 1780s? Oh, it's a hard rock band. So it might be, I know my geologic time. What are the hardest, densest rocks? It's a band. Does it go around the Earth? Like, is it that kind of band? Is it like a crust that just continues? I believe the Earth is round. Sorry. 1480s, they discovered a hard rock band. How deep down? It's a Motley Crue. So, what is it? Are there dinosaur bones in it? Like, how deep? It's 30 feet deep. They dug down. And then, okay, that's interesting. It's not very deep. Well, 30 feet below sea level that's decently deep, but we probably weren't digging that deep for, until like later. Like now we can go really deep. Look at all the machinery we have, but we had to do that by hand back in the 1480s. So that's pretty significant to dig 30 feet. I've never dug 30 feet. I've only dug 6. I don't have anything to do with PewDiePie or T-Series. So you're asking me which, and I don't know anything about either of them. I'm aware of them, but I don't participate. What's my favorite song? What's my favorite movie? Oh, geez. I like movies way too much. Songs, I don't care. I really don't care about music. Take it or leave it. Make sure I don't have questions anywhere else. I don't want the people who can't make the stream but wanted to ask questions feel left out. It's important to include people. I don't see anything though. I really like the movie Showgirls. Like a lot of people don't like that movie, and I really like that movie. I wouldn't say it's my favorite movie, but Showgirls is an adult movie. If you are under the age of 17, don't watch the movie. It's got adult themes in it. But if you've ever seen RoboCop or Starship Troopers, it's directed by the same guy, so it's not an action movie. Showgirls is based on like kind of backstage shenanigans of a Vegas sort of strip kind of show. There's topless women, but it's much more elaborate than just strippers. But the director of RoboCop and Starship Troopers, he does satire. He makes fun of things. It's just very sarcastic, sardonic. It's really making fun of those worlds. So those are big over the top action movies, and I think people didn't understand that Showgirls is really a subversion of all that. And if you've ever done theater or worked with dancers or just all that whole world, you've experienced some kind of environment or atmosphere like what is seen in Showgirls. Just people being really catty to each other, just trying to make it, and it's funny. I think it's one of the funniest movies. It's over the top. It's exciting. I've dated somebody like the main character, Nomi, who's just like over the top, just slamming her drink down. Oh, life is so hard. Oh, I'm so pretty, but oh, where's my potato chips? And just, I don't know if they got her to overact on purpose, but I know people that overact in real life. Like they want the attention. They're just like, oh, what was me? And they're doing it on purpose. Like some of them don't know it. It's like, but I've met people like that, and I know, oh no, my fries, like, oh, I need to do this. Just won't someone take care of me? And it works, unfortunately. Like people get in there, and I think the movie's more layered than some people think. They're like, oh my god, what a bad actress. I'm like, that's not a bad actress. She's acting like she's acting. That's tricky. But she's doing all that stuff, and then what happens is things get handed to her. It worked, she's tricking people. And it's a funny movie too. Like it's so over the top. When someone gets hurt, it's funny. Like it's definitely not meant to be a serious drama, and I think people went into it with different. So Showgirls, yeah, if you're ever really curious about like my sense of humor and what I'm into, Showgirls is definitely like a thing. Yeah, the art, I love seeing all the art. I love the clay figure. There's a doll of me that's Red and Black made. There's just such great art. I love that people are making fan art of me. It's amazing. It's every time I wish there were more of it. It kind of stopped for a while because I'm not on the show anymore. Not going to be on Champions. People are like, oh, you're under contract. You would have to. I'm actually not under contract anymore. I am allowed to say that I'm not on a show that I'm not on. So, what other questions am I missing? Wreck-It Ralph. I have not seen Wreck-It Ralph. I've not heard things that I liked about it that didn't pull me in. I didn't like the first one that much, so I wasn't too compelled to see Wreck-It Ralph. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing a movie tonight, but I don't know. Movies are expensive. I don't have a movie pass anymore because it started to suck. So I think I'm wrapping up to about the end of this stream. I don't feel like there's much more I wanted to talk about. I think we're kind of doing fine with the stream. I just want to try it out again and say hey to some people. Hey, hi. Want to try putting it out there more. I'll probably try to schedule these more in advance. Like, hey, on this day at this time, not 45 minutes away. Would I ever date someone with kids? Probably not, to be honest, because I get very busy. I drive around. I'm trying to travel more, and free time it's limiting. So I've dated people with one child before, and that was very difficult to date someone with one. So if someone has multiple children, I really don't think that could work out. So I was open to it in the past, but now I've experienced it, and I think it just doesn't work. I know you're all wanting me to stay, but I feel like there's not much more to talk about. And again, I'm just testing. There's a few other things I need to film, and gonna try some other things. Just I have a couple recordings I need to do. I know we're all having fun hanging out, but how would you guys feel about in the future if I had guests, like a live guest interviews? Because I could do the live stream and I can record it and I can have both. Am I hot? Really? Me hot? Let's try moving the camera down so I can lean back. Get the multiple shadows. Okay. I'll look into having guests. I can easily get a comedian to come hang out sometime and do a stream. And yeah, but I like doing stuff like this. If you guys like checking it out, I'll continue to do stuff like this. And if not, maybe I'll stop. That's kind of where we're at, So unless there's any other really pressing questions, no, I'm not wearing pants. Why would I wear pants for this? You're not seeing below my waist, so. But I think that kind of wraps it up. You're all kind of just saying stay and no more questions, but it's been about 20 minutes. Like that's a good time to. I was thinking maybe half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, but I feel like we're at the end of this. I can just type a chat. I don't have to talk to you guys. Boom. Just time to take down all the notifications. I'm going to go live because I've already gone live, right? Like it's already over. I don't think I missed any questions. Let me check real quick. If anyone else asked anything super important that I should probably answer and not ignore because it's a cool question. Not seeing anything. So that kind of wraps up all of those questions. And this is cool. I think this is mostly a dud. I don't think anyone's actually going to watch this back. Hopefully, maybe they will. I'm not kissing the camera. I'll put lipstick on the camera. I have to put something over the camera to kiss the camera, and I didn't do that, so it's not going to happen. But hopefully this is a decent enough stream that I think. I don't know if I guess I'll leave it up, but I worry about content and quality of content, so I hope this is worth watching at the moment. And in the future, we will look into having more dynamic stuff happening on streams. And I appreciate everyone checking it out. And if you want to watch it again, I'm sure this will be uploaded within the hour. And I really hope everyone has, or whatever they do, I don't know. I don't care if you holiday or not. I didn't make this about the holidays. I think I labeled it like holiday thing. And there's the hat. And bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. It's cool hanging out. Have a Christmas or whatever you do, New Year.